Hey guys, today we're going to do a little art lesson. So as you can see, while I have done a lot of work today, I'm still wearing my pajama onesie and my robe. So some days are like that, that's okay. Alright, so today's art lesson is going to be a May basket using tissue paper. I've chosen green because that's a nice springy color. So my piece here is already a square. So if you are starting with a rectangle, you need to fold a triangle like this and then cut off the extra, and then you'll set that extra aside for the handle. So mine's already a square, so I don't need to do that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my square. I'm going to move back a little bit. Start with the square. I'm going to fold it in half so it makes double triangle. I'm just going to do this really quickly so that my YouTube video is not that long, because you know that takes me a long time to upload. The internet out here is not that great. Okay, so I have my triangle. Now I'm going to fold that in half again. All right, now I have another triangle. So I folded it in half, made one triangle, folded that triangle in half again. Okay, now I'm going to fold it in half one more time. This is my third time folding in half. Okay, now I have this. So what I'm going to do is, this side is open, as you can see. This side is closed, that's the fold. So what we're going to do is take the folded side like this, fold it over towards the open side, and it's going to make a little kind of an ice cream cone shape. Okay, so that is that. All right, so you can see there's a little line right here where the open papers are. It's not the fold side. This side still has open, and this side is a closed fold. All right, so now that you have this, you can start your cutting. So remember to be very careful when you're cutting, because you don't want to cut all the way through, because you'll cut the bottom off your basket. So the tradition of May baskets is that you make your May basket out of tissue paper, put on the handle, which I'll show you later, and then you put a little candy or a little treat of some sort in the bottom of it, and you creep up to a neighbor's house, or traditionally it would have been your crush's house. So you go up to the neighbor's house, you knock on the door, and you yell, "May basket!" and you run away, and then they have to try and catch you. So traditionally, they would have had to kiss you when they caught you, but now we just kind of give someone a hug maybe, or we'll just tag them. So what we're going to do to start cutting our basket here is, I'm going to start cutting on the closed fold side at the widest part of the top. So what I'm going to do is cut right across here, cut, and I'm going to stop maybe a thumb width from the end. Okay, so I haven't cut all the way through because I don't want to cut the bottom off my basket. So now it should look something like this. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the other side and cut from the other side. So it's kind of one side, other side, one side, other side. So you can decide how much space you want to leave between your cuts. The more narrow the paper between each cut, the longer and slimmer your basket will be. But if you want it to be a fat, chubby little basket, just make really big strips between your cuts. So I'm going to do medium-sized ones. So I'm going to go over the other side, cut, not all the way, remember to leave a thumb's width. So now I have a cut on this side and a cut on this side. Kind of looks like a mouth on both sides. And I'm going to keep alternating sides until I get almost to the bottom. And I'm going to leave like a 2-finger width spot at the bottom, not cut, because that's where you would put your treat or candy. And switch sides. And switch sides. And switch. And I'm just doing this really fast. Normally I would take a little bit more time because I like mine to look really precise. But I'm just doing this really quickly for my YouTube video. So again, the more cuts you make with less space in between the cuts, that's going to make you a longer, slimmer basket. Mine are kind of large between the cuts, as you can see, so it's going to be a fatter, shorter little basket. So now, I have all my cuts. I've left about 2 fingers width, or maybe a little more, at the bottom. So now I'm going to unfold. So basically I'm just going to unfold my paper very carefully. Just kind of shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your basket. Okay. Unfold so that you have a flat, cut up square. It's going to look like this. So lay that out flat on the table. We're going to set that aside. So normally you would have a rectangle piece of tissue paper, and that means you would have that little strip left over. You can cut that strip into 3 pieces and then braid them, and that's your handle. But I have to cut up another piece of paper because I didn't have a rectangle piece of tissue paper. All right. It doesn't really matter if your strips are perfect. You just need to have 3 little strips. So I'm going to use two green and 1 white from this other random piece of tissue paper that I have from my stash of tissue paper in the basement. One more little strip. Okay, so this is my 3rd strip. All right, throw that on the floor, pick it up later. All right, so I have my 3 little strips. Great. So normally what I would do is get a friend or a family member to hold the end for me. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, the camera fell down. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, sometimes we have technical difficulties, and that is okay. All right, but I don't have a friend or family member, so I'm just going to twist it up a little bit and hold it right in my mouth. But don't lick it or anything because that's gross. Okay, so I was very careful not to lick it or anything. I just held it between my lips. You could also clothespin it onto a chair or something like that. But I would prefer to get a friend to help me because it's more fun with a friend. All right, so this isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. As you guys know, I'm not that great at braiding, but I'm just doing a quick one for you guys. If you want it to make it perfect, you can take more time with it. All right, so I have my braided handle. If you don't know how to braid, again, ask a friend or a family member to help. No shame in asking for help, I always say. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my handle together, just like this. And I'm going to take the 4 sides of my basket and stick this little handle on the inside. So I took the opposite 2 sides of my flat piece of tissue paper, put them together around the handle. And then I'm going to take one side on this side and the last corner on the other side. So now I have my handle in the middle. All the little corners are together. And as you can see, I have a beautiful basket in a nice springy color. So I don't have a stapler here because all my school supplies are at school. So normally I would just staple this right here and then it'll hold together. So you can go hang the handle on someone's doorknob and run away. And that's how you make a May basket. So what we always did when I was younger is we made a whole lot of May baskets and we went around and hung them on especially elderly people's doors, because just a little something like this can really cheer people up. And especially in this time of social distancing, just a little gesture like this, whether it has a candy in the bottom or not, candy would be a nice treat, but whether it has a candy in the bottom or not, it's just a really nice pick-me-up you know, to know that somebody's thinking of you and want to give you a little something. You could even write someone a nice little note with a compliment. Stick that in the bottom. So that's how you make May baskets. Now for an advanced May basket maker. So this would be someone who's made them 10 million times. What you can do is put 2 pieces of tissue paper together and make a double one. It's exactly the same strategy, same procedure, but you just have to make sure you are careful not to cut through both layers. And you want to just have 2 beautiful colors layered together to make a double one. So that's how you make May baskets with Madame LaFrasse.